Hello everybody! And today I would like to tell you about my New Year's resolutions, which I actually usually hate New Year's resolutions because nobody actually completes them and they make it for the purpose of having New Year's resolutions. They don't have it because they want to actually complete the goals, which is something very important about New Year's resolutions. If you're going to make them, you don't have to. I haven't for my entire life. I'm 20 years old and this is my first year with New Year's resolutions. The important thing about New Year's resolutions is that they actually are goals you want to complete. They should be goals that you make not because it's the new year, but because you actually want to complete them. And you actually intend on doing this step by step, and if you don't, you're kind of lame for not actually trying. That's kind of my main issue with people who make New Year's resolutions normally, so this is my first year with them. And I realized what I just said was probably really insulting, but I have written poetry about how much I hate New Year's resolutions because most people aren't being honest about them. But I assure you, I have been making goals. I wasn't even thinking about New Year's when I made them, and I've been putting step-by-step ideas as to how to do them into these goals. And so I have some New Year's resolutions I'd like to share with you all. It's my first time ever having them. It's so weird. But this is a legit thing, unlike those other people. It's lame people. Okay. So, I have 5 goals. Goal number 1. I would like to read 1 book a month. This year was pretty lame. I only read 1 book the entire year. It was a great book, mind you. Tropic of Orange was a wonderful book. I recommend anyone who loves weird things. That's a book about basically an orange magically affecting everyone around it. It's really neat. It's a wonderful multi-perspective book. But it's the only book I read this year, and I'm like, ooh, I should read more books. So I'm thinking 12 books next year. I will read 12 books. You know, that's a decent goal, and how I'm going to do this is at the beginning of each month I'm going to divide the number of pages in the book, and that's how many pages a day I will read. And that's how I'm going to get through all 12 books. It's going to be really cool. So for goal number 2, I would like to release regular videos all year long, on AwwesomeVal specifically. I don't release other regular videos on my other channels, oh well, because AwwesomeVal is the most important to me. It's my favorite. I'm not actually sure if I've ever actually done it for an entire year. I've always managed to have 1 or 2 months off where I just didn't upload, or basically I want to make sure that I release 1 video a week, and I have made a schedule for myself for when school starts as to how to actually release 1 video a week on AwwesomeVal. And I've made a schedule for myself for when I'm not in school as to how to release 1 video a week on AwwesomeVal. And I'm just like, okay, so this is how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna release videos regularly, at the very minimum once a week, all year long on AwwesomeVal. Goal number 3! I'd like to start an online store. I've already came up with the layout, and I have product ideas, and I have ideas as to how to save up the money to buy some of the equipment I need to sell my artwork, but until then I do have another product idea. It involves scarves. So I have goals and little mini goals as to how to get this online store up and running. I even have website layouts in mind. It's super exciting. I've been wanting to start this store for years, and I literally have been finally putting the mini goals needed to actually complete this goal. The thing about completing goals is you need mini goals in order to complete the main goal. Otherwise you're just not going to get anywhere, because you're like, how to do this? I'll do later. Procrastination is bad. Which brings me to goal number 4! I would actually like to make progress in learning languages. I have made very little progress in learning languages. It's very, very small, minuscule amounts of information I've gained this year, because while those are important pieces of information, it's just not much. So I actually have a weekly plan as to how to make progress And if I'm making progress weekly instead of yearly, seriously, I seem to have only completed things yearly this year. Like the one mini goal a year for most of the stuff that I'm doing other than AwwesomeVal, because yes, I love AwwesomeVal. So I have once a week plan to make progress, small amounts of progress every week to complete the major goal of making major progress in learning some languages this upcoming year, 2018, yes. And the final goal number 5. I would like to not procrastinate when doing homework. So I have actual time set aside specifically for doing homework, which I did not have last semester. I did push through with an A in my classes and a B in my other class. Like I got an A in math and a B in art. And so I'm just like, yay, I got good grades. But that, I procrastinated and it stressed me out. So I have a plan on how to not procrastinate next year. And I got better and better this year, so I'm hoping next year I'm gonna succeed at this goal. Although this last one is probably the least achievable out of all 5, but I'm still gonna try my absolute best to do this, because it is so important to me to be stress-free and do good in school, obviously. Otherwise I wouldn't, if I didn't care about that, then then it wouldn't be a goal, obviously. I only have goals about things that I care about. So, fun. Either way, those are all 5 of my New Year's resolutions that are actually real resolutions that I intend to complete, unlike some people that don't actually try. I know there are some of you out there who make New Year's resolutions you actually complete, as obviously otherwise people wouldn't actually create New Year's resolutions. It's obviously there's a starting point to this, but some people have taken it out of hand, and I'd like to be a part of those starting point people rather than one of those people who take it out of hand. I avoided the situation overall for 20 years straight, so this year I'm gonna do good. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching. Peace out.